Hey everybody, it's me, Fat Donnie, and I'm here with an update on my weight loss journey. It's been a minute, but I have a couple weeks of activities that I want to share with you. So today is the wee hours of the morning on Sunday, June 16th, 2019. It's Father's Day, and I started uh, my weight loss journey, my weight loss surgery journey, January 21st, 2019, when I had my consultation with the surgeon. And at that time, I weighed 317 pounds. Well, according to their scale, um, I was really like 319, but they took off 2 pounds for clothes and shoes. But what they documented was 317, and they gave me a goal of losing 15 pounds before surgery. So since then, I've been going through all of the nutrition visits and the support groups and the psychiatric, psychological visits and everything that was required for my journey, for my approval, basically for surgery. And then, according to my last update with you guys, I had my last round of doctor's visits the week of May 13th. So, what happened was on that Monday, May 13th, 2019, I had my last visit with the nutritionist, and she actually weighed me in at 302 pounds. So, I actually lost the 15 pounds that they asked me to lose in the 3 month time period. So that was good. I reached that. So she told me that she was going to approve me. Um, she was going to clear me, rather, for her part, for the nutrition part. And then on Wednesday, I saw the pulmonologist at a pulmonary clearance visit. And for that visit, I can't really remember everything that they did with me. Oh, they took x rays. I remember they took some x rays of me. I had my hands up or something and had to take a deep breath. And so they did a couple of x rays, and I answered a questionnaire in reference to how well I sleep at night, um, whether I wake up in the middle of the night. When I do wake up in the morning, am I tired, exhausted, like I needed more sleep, which the answer is yes. Do I feel tired during the day, which the answer is yes. Some of that has to do with hypothyroidism that I have that causes fatigue, but the answer was yes. Um, so, like on the questionnaire, I scored over the midpoint to where they would have some concerns about potential sleep apnea. And so he scheduled me for a home sleep study to see if I do have sleep apnea. So then on the next visit, the Thursday the 16th, I went to see the cardiologist. And so with the cardiologist, again, they did a bunch of questions to kind of get my medical history and directed the questions towards, his focus, the heart, and how I feel when I'm exercising. I think he asked me things like that. But ultimately, he scheduled me for a stress test. Now, I've taken a stress test maybe 3 years ago, and I, I I say I failed my stress test because walking on the treadmill with the stickers on you and them reading your heart rate, I think I only went like seven. I know I only went like 7 minutes because I looked at the results from that test. I did like 7 minutes, but as far as what my heart rate was doing at that time, I don't know, and I don't know what it meant, but I didn't think I did well. Um, 3 years ago, and so he scheduled me a stress test now, and so from that visit, so then I took that test a week later or so. But anyway, after that visit, that was Thursday. That Friday, I also had a visit with my primary care physician, and so he saw that I was pursuing bariatric surgery, and he was in support of my decision to do so. He was like, we've tried everything, you've tried everything for years, and this is, the next step. And he was in agreement that I'm healthy enough overall to pursue it. So he was also going to clear me from his side. So after all those doctor visits that week, the following week I had a cruise, May 22nd. I went on a 6-day cruise. And when I left for the cruise, my weight was already back up to 308. So, like 302 with the nutritionist a week later, I was at 308. So, I gained 6 pounds in 1 week after going through all these doctor visits. And then when I came back from the cruise, I weighed 317. I gained 9 pounds on my cruise. So I went from 302 to 317, a 15-pound increase. I gained back every last pound that I lost over the past 3 months in 2 weeks. Yep. So I'm back where I started. Coming home from the cruise, it was Memorial Day, and I'm 317. Now, 317 is, I'm about to cry because I'm really sensitive and I worked really hard. And then I found myself right back where I started. So, 317 are like my favorite numbers because they're part of my birthday, but I'm tired of it being my weight. I'm tired of weighing over 300 pounds. And so 317 was my new weight, starting weight point again. And I come back from the cruise, and my home sleep study machine has arrived. And so I take the sleep study for 2 nights at home. And I'm going to show you right here in this little clip what the machinery looked like and how I had to hook it up. And so those of you who haven't gone through this yet, if you have to take the home sleep study, hopefully you get a kit like mine, which was very easy to operate. So here's what it looks like. So here I have the device on my wrist, and here's the cord that goes from the device up my sleeve and to my chest. And then on the other side of the device is the index finger thing. So my finger is all the way at the tip of this tube inside. And they said don't wear any lotion or polish. So I don't have any lotion or polish on. And the last step is to press and turn it on. So I'm about to go to sleep and turn off the lights and let this thing register, and hopefully I can sleep at least 6 hours because that's how much time they need to get a good reading. So here we go. Okay, nothing happened. Okay, there it is. Please wait, testing. There's the final message. It says good night, and now it is recording me, and so I am going to lay down and go to sleep. So, piece of cake, and I shipped it off when I was finished, and um, the doctor read it, and then by the end of the week, he called me to give me the results of the reading, and basically he said I have mild sleep apnea, and that he was going to issue the CPAP machine for me, which I'm still waiting to receive that. So anyway, I'm getting a CPAP machine. Um, Also, with the cardiologist, I had my stress test. I went in and I actually took two tests in one day. I did the echo test first, where they kind of do like an ultrasound of the heart. And then I went and took the stress test on the treadmill, where they hook up the little stickers connected to the machine to check my heart rate while I'm on the treadmill and while it speeds up every 3 minutes. So this time I did like 6 minutes and 21 seconds. So a little less than I did a few years ago when I was a few years younger. So that makes sense. And I was a few pounds, not even a few, but I don't know, maybe a good 20, 25 pounds lighter years ago. So it makes sense that I didn't do as well as I did even back then. So anyway, the cardiologist calls me a week later, or at the end of the week, to give me the results of the stress test, and he basically said that my test results were abnormal, and so he wanted to schedule me for another test, and this test will actually combine the echo and the stress test. So while I'm on the treadmill, or just while I'm in the midst of it, they're going to do the echo to see what my heart is doing inside. So he's slightly concerned, but not strongly concerned um, about my heart condition. But my mother does have a heart condition. My father has had a heart attack. And so, you know, we need to be concerned about our heart when we have that kind of family history. And then I had an abnormal reading. So I go back for this eco stress combination test in about a week from now. So, of course, he is the only doctor who has not cleared me yet because he wants to do the second test on me, technically a third test on me, to make sure I have a strong enough heart. In the meantime, he told me to minimize my activities, such as workouts and all. So I asked him, could I do the elliptical at the gym? Because to me, that's, you know, you're keeping your feet flat on the equipment, and so you're not lifting it up like you're walking or jogging, but it is aerobic um, cardio exercise. So he said, no, not at this time. Cannot do my elliptical. So that's a bummer because I was ready to get back into the gym and work out. But I can't do it right now because the doctor said so. And I have another week before I do this eco stress test, and then probably a week after that before I get the results. And then hopefully I can get cleared to work out again. So here I am at three. Here I was at 317, right back where I started, and taking these tests, getting these results, and finding out that I cannot work out. I mean, I wasn't really too depressed off of that. I just figured I have to watch what I'm eating now because I can't even work out. So that was probably, I don't know, June 1st. I think it was Friday when he called. So that was June 1st when I got those results, and I was already starting to come down from the 317 after the cruise. But today is June 16, and I'm down to 305 pounds. So I could dry my eyes. Um, Without working out, I have lost 12 pounds in 2 weeks or so, about 2 weeks. I've lost 12 pounds without even working out. So I'm happy. I'm happy that I'm back down to the low 300s. Um, almost back to where I was when I had my last nutrition visit. Only 3 more pounds before I'm back to that, my lowest weight this year, which was 302. So I know I'll make it. I just got to continue to watch what I'm eating, and I'll be back to that 302 in no time. So I'm happy about that. Um, so basically, that's all I'm waiting on now is this retake of the stress eco test to see what my heart is doing so that he can clear me and then I can get approved for weight loss surgery. I consider myself the poster child of weight loss surgery at this point because, number one, I've been overweight. I'm 49 years old, and although I was skinny all throughout my childhood, I was not an obese child. I was super skinny throughout my childhood. And as I became a teenager, I started to develop some hips, but I was still fairly skinny. And even graduating high school, I'm 5'11", and I was weighing about 140, 145 pounds. I was still very skinny. Um, I didn't start picking up weight. Well, I got married right after high school, so of course you pick up weight when you get married, even when you're young, or at least I did. But I didn't. I hit 200 pounds. Let's say 5 years after high school. So I was in my early 20s. I was about 22, 23, actually 23, 24 when I hit that 200-pound weight. And that was shocking because I'd never been 200 pounds. And I was still slim. I didn't look obese at all. In fact, I just thought I was pregnant, to tell you the truth, because my stomach got big and I had never had a big stomach before in my life. And so my stomach got big. I was hitting 200 pounds. I was still young. I was still slim elsewhere. Just thought I was pregnant. But months went by. My period kept coming. I was not pregnant. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gaining weight. And so I've always been one to go to the gym, work out. I mean, I've had long bouts or breaks of not going to the gym, but when I do go, I'm consistent. I'll go 6 months straight or something, 3 times a week or so. And then I take a year or two off, and then I hit the gym hard again and take some time off again. So that was my relationship with the gym in my early 20s and all. And even with that, I wasn't able to lose the weight. Even when I focused on going to the gym, I wasn't losing weight. And so I was about 24 when I went to the doctor and I said, I'm putting forth the effort to lose weight and nothing's happening. And that's when I was tested for hypothyroidism. So that's the first thing that triggered, the idea of where I'm getting this weight gain from, because that slows down the metabolism and makes it more difficult to burn the calories and lose the weight and maintain weight and all, when your thyroid gland is out of balance like that. So I didn't know that I had that condition until then, and then got on the medication and thought, okay, now with the medication, I should be able to start losing weight again, or losing weight to get back to my healthy weight. But it never happened. I never lost weight once I started gaining weight. I just continued to gain the weight. If I lost weight, I lost 5 and then I gained 10. And then I lost 10 and I gained 20. So if I lost any kind of weight, I would gain it right back and then some. Because when I was losing the weight, it was drastic measures. I'd work out really hard, or I'd diet really, really badly, in a sense. Diet badly by saying, having the cabbage soup diet. You can't sustain your life off of just cabbage soup. Or I'd have the lemonade diet long before anybody talked about Beyonce doing some lemonade diet with cayenne pepper and all. Probably when I took my first lemonade diet, she was probably 5 years old or something. But I remember doing those types of diets, slim fast diets, and all those things. So I would do those diets. I would lose 10 pounds, and then I'd start eating regular food again and I gain that weight back. Then I overeat regular food and then I gain more weight. And so that was my cycle for the past 20, 25 years, because now I'm almost 50 and been doing this diet stuff for 25 years or so. And so I say I'm the poster child probably for this bariatric surgery, because I've tried things over the years and nothing has worked for me. And now I have, besides my hypothyroidism, I have sleep apnea, I have hypertension, I have arthritis in my knees, my feet and ankles swell up, um, and I may have some type of heart condition. And so um, now I'm having more medical issues related to morbid obesity, with my BMI being around 44, that that really qualified me for this weight loss surgery. And so I'm looking forward to it. I cannot wait to get my final clearance and my approval and my surgery date, so that I can have this tool of having a smaller stomach to help me lose my weight. So what I've done over the past couple of weeks, I really don't know. I really haven't made a big effort to diet hard in terms of making sure I didn't have carbs and sugars and um, things like that. Um, so I don't know how I was able to lose 12 pounds in 2 weeks, or however long it's been, um, that I've been able to lose this weight so quickly in the past couple of weeks. Um, especially since before this, I was losing like 2 pounds a week. When I was eating one egg and two slices of turkey bacon for breakfast, eating a salad every day for lunch, eating grilled fish, well, actually pan-seared fish, things like that. When I was making an effort to try to lose weight and going to the gym, I was losing like 2 pounds a week. But these past couple of weeks, I've actually dropped 12 pounds. I don't understand how that happened. I'm glad it did, but I don't understand. I don't understand how that happened. Um, so once I'm going to continue, because I'm probably still another 2 months out before I can actually have surgery. I'm hoping it'll be in August. And from now until then, I will continue to make good choices with my foods, and continue to lose weight if possible, or maintain where I am before surgery. And then once I do have the surgery, I'll just continue to follow the doctor's orders and the nutrition plan, and ease back into, a healthy food um, regime, regimen um, for the rest of my life. So hopefully I will never see 317 pounds again. Never. That's the goal. And 317 is not even my heaviest. I've been 330 a couple years ago. So yeah, I'm almost out of the 300s. I can't wait till I get under 300, and then continue to improve my health, not just my weight, but my health, my overall health. The sleep app machine won't be forever. Hypertension won't be forever. Um, and hopefully, and then the swelling of the feet and ankles won't be forever. And I think the arthritis is kind of forever, but at least I'd have less pressure on my knees because I'd have less weight on my body. So that will improve. Um, and I'm looking forward to all of that improvement, improving my quality of life, my energy, and so that I can have confidence and energy to continue to live this life and live it abundantly. All right, so that's my update. So if you have any questions, concerns, or comments that you'd like to leave for me, just go ahead and type it in the comment section below. And I thank you so much for listening to me. And I'll be in touch next week. Have a great day.